Hello everybody and welcome to episode 5 of this Minecraft Let's Play. I don't know if this village looks at all familiar to you, or the ruined Nether Portal beyond for that matter, but I followed the river out from the bay where my jungle base is, and I've discovered that it rejoins the path I took to my outpost by the coast. Ah, indeed, I did loot this chest already, but I think I might tear down the portal so that I can build it up again and maybe have a slightly shorter journey the next time I want to visit all of my outposts. Obsidian is now procured, but not long after the portal the river seems to bend in entirely the wrong direction. It might even lead me back to spawn. So what I'm going to do is quickly whip up a jetty, and if I'm very lucky, I'll be able to find another river out that way. Very grateful that I actually had some wood on my person. Otherwise, this was never going to work. So just around the corner from where I started to build my first little hut, I've started to build a second as another river opens out and will hopefully take me that bit closer to my outpost. So here's one mooring built in my true haphazard style. And just along the path I've made to connect these two places, we now see a more completed base of operation. It's all come together all right, except that it doesn't have a window. Actually, there were a couple of little tweaks, and even that's rectified now. Eee, a boathouse, and a boat in which we will set sail, and in so doing immediately see another village. Now, this place hasn't yielded much, barring a few hay bales, but I think I saw some cows wandering around. Aha! Indeed I did. Now, question is, to slay or not to slay? Hee, the parrot and the bat. Funny, I thought that was a cow. Ah, good. Oh, it took so long to be able to get one to walk inside. They were both fighting for a place at the gate. It's you two, wasn't it? I don't think you should be here, dear sheepy. That's better. You're not getting out. Certainly not. Well, a bit of breeding and a bit of butchering later, and I now have a full suit of leather armour. Leather armour is the best, don't you know? Oh, now that terrain looks a bit familiar. And if there is a village, yes, I think we're coming to the path I took from spawn in the first instance to my outpost. I think this means we're quite close. Oh no, it means we're still quite far away. Oh my goodness, we still have all that jungle to get through. Well, let's make another little jetty and take things from there. Well, I cheated and made a tent out of ill-begotten wool from the now torn down market stalls in town. This is enough of a base, isn't it? Yeah. But as I was toing and froing, I came across this little feature here, which could prove invaluable to me, because I'm not going to be able to make it all the way from one nether portal at my very distant outpost back to the outpost I've got nearer spawn. I'd have to do an awful lot of searching through the nether, and I just don't think that's a good idea. No. So, making a few portals along the way could give me a way marker in the nether to find my way more effectively. Here I am doing this, but if my memory serves me, which it doesn't always, then near this town there should be a ruined nether portal. Ah! Actually near, not just near-ish. That's good. Oh, I can make use of that. Not much to repair in this at all. Oh dear, oh dear. I repair it, taking the gold blocks for myself, only to realise that of course my one flint and steel got left in my boat. I don't believe it was my nearby boat either. Okay, I've got some rowing to do. It's not too far away, all things considered. The bit that does take a bit of time then at the end is just traversing the path. There we are. One flint and steel and gold and emerald can go in there. I'm sure I'll regret that decision later on, just like I regretted leaving the flint and steel in there, but I only have so much inventory space. Actually, while I am here, why don't I light this one up? Yes, there's an idea. I can have this one ready now and see if I happen to recognise the landscape. I did explore a reasonable way in the Nether. Whether it was in the right direction, I couldn't tell you. We'll soon get a gauge for that. Oh! It just dropped me right into a fortress. Goodness me. This is it. I'm right here. Oh, that's remarkable. So much so that I've remarked upon it. Oh, don't ruin the moment. Actually, I don't have sufficient armour and I've got diamond tools on me. I'm not even going to think about hanging about. But if it's that close to that base, how far am I still from my main base? Not my main base, the outpost that I'm trying to get to. We'll find out in short order, no doubt. Now that I'm back in this town, I'm going to quickly throw down a path out to its nether portal. And having made fun of myself for making a diamond shovel, it has been the case that it is the tool I've used the very most. There we go. And, oh yes, I did do a little repair job on you, didn't I? Now, where do you come out? Ah, just in the basalt delta. I do believe off to the left, which was the direction I decided was a dud. Yes. Well then, let us get to the other side of this jungle and make one final portal. Oh, thank goodness for that. It's good to be back. I have missed my outpost. It served me very well. Okay then, I have a rather limited setup now in my attic. It would be good if I could get more books. How necessary are they? Unbreaking, efficiency of some sort or other. Yes, I could do with a little more than that up my sleeve. I need silk touch. But before I worry about all that, I need to worry about where I'm going to put a nether portal. Out the back of town seems wise. That way, it won't disturb me or the villagers who've been so generous to me. Yes, I think this is a good spot. Let's see what's on the other side. Ah, a soul sand valley. Not one I recognise. Oh dear, okay. This is going to make things just a little bit tricky. Well, after dying once, I've been at least fractionally sensible, deposited some of my more precious items in the various chests I have round and about the place, and I used the paper and the leather that I did have to hand to make a couple more bookshelves. So we're starting to see some progress here at least. Really, I just wanted to come back in for the bone blocks. But I suppose it would be good if I could find my way to the other portals. Whee, hello friend. I do so love Ghast song. You're getting a bit close for comfort, you are. I have no idea of what's where, who's why, or how's when. I'm sure it won't be that hard for me to find the portals, assailed by ghasts or not. Ah, I died a while ago here, as my portal is just over there, and I had to try time and time again to get in, between skeletons and ghasts and this blasted soul sand. I took too long and all of my possessions despawned. I did die a few times thence, even with iron armour on. I'm just that good, folks. Losing everything was in vain. I mean, really, it was just the bone blocks, and my one good enchanted bow, and a load of steak that I'd cooked up, and a whole stack of bread. Rather than going in that way, I'm going to go to the last base that I created in the portal there and reverse engineer, discovering my home here. Okay, I am in, and I'm immediately being assailed. Troublesome, but easily remedied. I'm so good at this. Oh dear, I've been withered. I'm probably going to wither away. Yes, withered away. Oh well. Well, I did go to all the trouble of retrieving my stuff again, only to perish in lava and really lose it. So I think there's no reason to show you all that. Looks like I really am going to just have to stick around here and do some enchanting in my attic. Just do that all along. I really didn't think it would be so hard, however, just joining up a couple of nether portals, but the biomes in between this portal and the next one along in the stepping stones they're not easily navigable, shall we say. Okay, first things first, my grindstone can go here handily. I'm going to unenchant a few things. There we go. Now I'm starting to get some levels, and with the remaining gold, which isn't useful for much else, I'll simply melt it down. Second things second, I'm going to go mining. That really has never treated me well at any point. I could have guessed that was going to happen, but I sort of didn't. Skeletons slain, stuff reclaimed, not that there was ever much of it, otherwise I wouldn't have dared bring it down here. Oh, probably worth grabbing a bit of coal. If it wasn't for wisely keeping all of my diamond belongings close to my chest, I would feel as though I was starting from scratch right now. I've lost all the intermediaries, which I need to regain, otherwise I'm not going to have anything to enchant. I don't necessarily want to risk not actually getting Silk Touch on my pickaxe, if that's not what shows up in the enchanting table. Not on diamond anyway, so I'm going to wait until I've got some iron under my belt again, after throwing it all away in the form of armour which I lost in lava. That's gold, that's gold, that's redstone, that's diamond. Oh no, I tell a big lie. That's not diamond. That's glow lichen. I don't want golden glow lichen as much as that alliterates nicely. What I want, please and thank you, is iron. There we go. As I'm under siege from quite a few. Oh, including a baby. Let's not fall down holes now. Oh dear. Oh dear. I see the two blocks that I just mined up. Wow. Two whole bits of iron. That's enough to make a pickaxe, right? No. Oh, look. Glow squid. Oh, and actual diamond. Not something I just mistook for diamond. Wow, they really do have a good range on their eyesight. They just keep chasing and chasing. I'll just keep running and running. Oh, thank goodness for that. Found a little bit of iron I must have missed way back when, just on my way out here. Okay, it's enough for a pickaxe. Enough for a pickaxe and a sword, for that matter. Because currently I don't believe I have... Oh, I have a diamond sword, so I won't bother making an iron one to cut down my bamboo. Stay safe, friend. I am boldly, or foolishly, depending on how sage you are, going back in to try and get those diamonds that I saw. Oh, hello. Yes, do please queue up nicely. Is that nicely now? You've picked up some of your own friend's flesh. I don't think that's very nicely. Oh, look, a very damaged chainmail shirt. I'm sure I saw more than one. Or am I just lying to myself? I suppose I could just be lying to myself. Well, one diamond extra is better than no diamonds extra. A little bit more iron before I depart. Nothing to sniff at. Speaking of sniff, for those who might be sad that I'm going to wait until the full update to grow the sniffers, I have, on my latest snapshot, or at this point pre-release videos, covered legitimately hatching some sniffer eggs. So if you want that sweet, sweet sniffer content, you can always go there. Let's not get blown up by a creeper at the last. Okay, an iron pickaxe will soon be in my possession. I don't have many levels. Don't think it's gonna do it. I just need to up the levels that are in my possession. Those on my person and those that my enchanting table can reach. More paper, please, followed by more leather. I do wish I had the portal system set up, because then I could travel that bit farther and faster. Back to the cow farm that I set up. You're a very forthcoming cow. Yay! Enough for one whole book. More of you. Oh, that's good. That's what I like to see. Though I'm sure I'm not what you like to see. I'm not going to call you dinner today, no. You're going to be my literary material. A bit of light reading. Or like spell casting. These last two I'll be taking for myself. A resource, which I can call upon when I'm in need. I do just hope there's somewhere in the village that I can actually pen them up. Somewhere that I haven't already stuffed with horses. Down there looks promising. There we have it. And after that necessary nightly nap, I can combine the leather with some paper, make plenty of books, and turn that plentiful resource into bookshelves. One there and one there. Ah, we're starting to get some interesting items, some interesting possibilities. Okie dokie then. I have plenty of bookshelves now. Enough to start to fill this space from floor to ceiling. I believe they all currently feed into the enchantment table. Yes. Now, can I extend that even further? That's the question. I mean, it would only be one further, given the space we have. I don't think it does. Not a huge problem. I can at least increase it around the side here a little bit. Or not, as the case may be. It looks like I might need a silk touch axe as well. Well, hopefully, moving everything a little bit over will make a difference. Oh, yes. Now I need more levels than I possess. Well, I think I always have, really. I am very grateful to Past Me for leaving all of these fish in a chest up there. So, between cooking fish and smelting copper and trading actual sticks for emeralds and then turning those emeralds into arrows, I'm actually starting to get a decent XP level, which will help my enchanting endeavours no end. I don't see even a hint of silk touch for a pickaxe and would like it reset. I don't know if enchanting something else would reset it. However, I have been in dire need of a hearty bow for a long time, so I think I'm going to treat myself to that. 28, of course. Breaking power would be just fine, actually. I do have another bow, if that just doesn't quite cut the mustard. Ooh, it means I could bring it up to power 2 if I have enough levels. Just got to make use of the anvil. Is that the sensible way of doing it? Oh yes, that is the sensible way of doing it. Cheap as chips, and I can make use of all those arrows I've procured. I'd better just organise myself properly. It is incredible what a single block of water can do. That happened to be there, and it allowed me to traverse all the way down into this here ravine. And upon hearing the voices of monsters in the distance, I opened up a hole in the direction that I could hear the sounds coming from, and found this here cave. And I realise now that part of the reason I'd gone back to base was to pick up torches. Well, I resolved to only turn the camera on when something interesting was happening. I probably have enough iron now to fuel a couple of dozen unsuccessful nether quests in which I lose all of my armour again, though that isn't my intention. The interesting thing I have stumbled across, other than a dungeon, that's news to me, was diamond. Hee. Question is, how do I get down to it? I might just see if I can set that creeper off. That worked. Oh. Okay then. Let's see. Nothing going to sneak up on me from there. I'm getting put in a corner. I could well perish here. Oh dear. Oh dear me. Not good. Run, run, run. That's my only chance of survival, is to run into the light. Oh no. Okay. Oh bother. That's gone very south very quickly. At least I know where I am. I've been thorough lighting my way in. Means it'll be relatively easy to find that spot for one thing. And for another, I'm not going to be assailed by mobs all the way. Ah. Okay, a mixed blessing. I found it very quickly. And also the mobs that are guarding it. Oh bother. Very, very sad. Very, very bad and sad. Tell you what, I might see what I can do off camera. The answer, tragically, was not very much. I found an iron pair of boots, but oh dear, it is rather looking like I might lose all of my loot. No mobs. But it's not just the mobs that are missing. Oh, get out of here, you. I don't want you in my death. Well, I think I might have to call it there. You're not going to assail me in the day? No? Okay, good. I can give my exiting spiel at the end of this sad, sorry story. Well, I no longer have enough iron for a couple of dozen unsuccessful nether raids, and speaking of unsuccessful raids in general, we can add that one to the list. Ah, It's kind of the mob to leave me with something as they burn in daylight. I think we've rather well established that trying to record while I go caving is a grievous mistake. But at least I can honestly say that I managed to do some enchanting today. I will return to you, dear audience, better prepared, enchanted up to the gunnels, having regained at least some of what I lost in that there mine. In the meantime, I do believe I have the next pre-release to look at. For now, I bid you all farewell.